over time, Enron transformed from a traditional energy supplier to a global energy trading powerhouse, basically dealing in electricity, natural gas, and even broadband. It was once considered America's most innovative companies, uh, and its stock price was soaring high in the in the late 1990s. Now, the question that arises here is what exactly happened? So, like all other cases, Enron also committed massive accounting fraud to hide its financial losses and inflate profits. The company used complex financial structures and misleading accounting to deceive investors, employees, and regulators about its financial health. How did it happen? So, basically, what these guys did was they created special companies to hide debt and losses. They had an aggressive accounting, which used mark to market accounting to record potential future profits as their current income. They ignored and they waived ethical rules. The board allowed the CFO to personally profit from off balance sheet deals, ignoring their own code of conduct. And Arthur Anderson, the auditor for Enron, he failed to challenge these practices and even destroyed related documents. And
Mhm.
now the question that comes here is why does this happen and who allows for this to happen? And as in all other cases that we've seen, it is the governance and the board that is to be blamed here. Because if you see, there was a very massive board oversight. Non-executive directors, they waived the company's code of conduct. They allowed the CFO to personally profit from the special entities which he used to shift the Enron's losses off the book. There was an executive conflict as well. The founder, Mr. Kenneth Lay, he remained the executive chairman and he was also serving as the CEO. So basically, that was consolidating power and stifling the internal dissent. Jeffrey Skilling also promoted a culture of risk taking and pressured employees to meet unrealistic financial targets. As again, what we've seen with Wirecard and other companies. Whistleblower suppression. The vice president, Sharon Watkins, she laid out that, there have been accounting irregularities. She made this out in 2001. However, her concerns were also dismissed. And then lastly, due to all of this, the company had to file for bankruptcy in 2001 when they started announcing huge losses. They filed for bankruptcy, and it was the largest bankruptcy in US history at that point in time. And due to this, there was an act that came into place because of this massive bankruptcy and this massive fraud. The government finally stepped in, and the Sarbanes-Oxley Act in 2002 came place, which mandated stricter financial disclosures, auditor independence, and executive accountability. That is about it.
Okay, at least you have covered the main points of this event. This event was also very mammoth, and I
Yeah.
believe you can add a lot of data. But in Krusk, specifically, Enron taught us that if Rakshak become Bhakshak, nobody will save that
Yes,
company,
yes,
right?
yes.
Hmm.
CEO and CFO, along with the auditor, all of them who were supposed to protect including Kenneth Ray, the owner of the company as well, who was supposed to protect the company interest, was actually exploiting the company interest.
सर आई फाइंड एनरॉन और वायरकॉम का केस काफी सिमिलर था बिकॉज दोनों जगह सीएफओ और सीईओ ने मिलकर गड़बड़ करी थी
Absolutely.
Yeah.
बहुत सिमिलर
Management. That is why I always say that the relationship between principal and agency, if you are able to control, you can create a massive amount of wealth and a company which will be live long.
हाँ अर्नेस्ट एंड यंग ने किया था यहाँ एंडरसन ने किया था एंडरसन ने तो कागज ही फाड़ दिया और एक्सट्रीम पे चला गया, जो कि
They
ऑडिटर से
destroyed all the evidence.
हाईली अनलाइकली, आई हैव नॉट सीन एनी ऑडिटर थ्रोइंग अवे द पेपर्स एंड डिस्ट्रॉइंग
That's
द।
why they have been wiped out from the face of earth, right? Now again they are coming back recently.
एंडरसन,
Anderson is coming.
एंडरसन एलएलपी है, इसी की है क्या?
नहीं नहीं, इंडिया में भी उनका।
एंडरसन मेरे से अप्रोच करते थे जब मैं वहां थी, तो एक।
Correct. Author Anderson was the combined company. They first splintered out. So they became two companies. First was that. Second, they have all their partner left, mostly. Only few are left who are keep on continuing under the radar because company was not authorized to do audits, etc. for 10 or 15 years, same like Satyam, sorry, PwC in case of Satyam. But they survive and they are coming back. And now Anderson is coming back. Yeah, no problem.
They
So that's how
approached
it
me
is.
also when I was there in IRCTC.
Right.
So they wanted to have some, they were suggesting something, some review of the accounts. So
Yeah.
in case we work on the base of a tender, so we had to follow the tender procedure.
Right. Right. And wire card may they have added one look. They have done the similar stuff here. Forensic audit is only able to find the audit trail because audit trail, nowadays there is no paperwork, right? So these guys are doing online and they try to suppress that data. That this data was not provided to me. That's what they say. And it's very difficult to find in case of ENY because they have their own core system for audit. It's a checklist based system. And that is why forensic audit have found out that ENY has tried to meddle around with the data. So they have done a similar stuff, but different scale, different time. Okay. And eventually the people behind it, CEO and CFO, who wanted to be aggressive, they wanted huge growth in less time. Yeah, ideal case. Again, Baiju, similar DNA.
आईजू भी यही था,
Yeah,
yes.
similar DNA. hai. Yeah, too big, they want to become at shortest period of time. So good, everyone. So the second case, Rajni ji, which one you are doing?
I'm doing some, that is a more of a theoretical, where BHP presentation,
Okay, okay,
which
okay,
is an
okay.
ideal case. And what is the case? Actually, this is not a case study. This
It
is an
is
annual
actually
report of a
data.
BHP where they have made out all the disclosures
Hmm.
about the climate change and how the diversity of the board is helping. I'm ready with it, but अगर सब लोग हैं नहीं, अगर बोले तभी
हम
करूँ ये।
नहीं हम लोग करते हैं ना, सैटरडे को करते हैं अगेन. लेट्स डू
हाँ
इट.
हाँ, कर
सुबोध जी
सकते।
विल आल्सो ब्रिंग वन
वो
बास्केट.
मैंने इसको, मैं ये ना, मेरा मुझे पढ़ रही थी, मुझे बहुत
I will do
बोरिंग,
Volkswagen then.
वॉक्सवैगन यार. ओके.
Well, yeah.
ये पहले
एंड
बड़ा बोरिंग लगा सर, लेकिन फिर जब करने लगी तो ठीक लग गया।
नहीं नहीं नहीं, इट विल बी गुड, डोंट वरी. एंड इफ यू विल ब्रिंग द डेप्थ, ऑटोमेटिकली पीपल विल बी इंटरेस्टेड that how it helps. This is the ideal case, right? That what company should do. So that's the
नहीं,
learning.
बहुत उन्होंने बहुत अच्छा उनका बोर्ड बड़ा डाइवर्स है सर।
Oh, is it?
ऐसा बोर्ड मैंने कहीं देखा नहीं, बीएचपी वाला, जो जैसा मैंने पढ़ा है।
Okay. Okay.
वेरी, इफ यू रीड द केस स्टडी, इट्स वेरी इंफॉर्मेटिव।
Fair.
बहुत डाइवर्स बोर्ड था, टेन्योर वाइज भी, नेशनैलिटी वाइज भी, बिकॉज इट्स अ कॉर्पोरेट, इंटरनेशनल कॉर्पोरेट, जेंडर वाइज भी अच्छा खासा उनका बोर्ड है। वैसा बोर्ड हमारे इंडिया में बहुत कम होता है।
तो अच्छा है ना, कम से कम लोगों को पता चलेगा. So we'll take that as a new start.